Well, guys, it is night time, and I'm in the snake room doing my little rounds, checking up on everybody. So you're gonna get to see some of them because they're out. Repticon Birmingham is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. My husband and I are going on Saturday in the 1:15 to 4 p.m. slot, so we're very excited. We finally moved Raw to Onyx's old tank. We cleaned everything out, and so Raw's 10-gallon is now set up for a new addition, which will probably be a baby snake of some sort, probably a colubrid. Because we did really enjoy having Onyx. You know, he was a Mexican Black King snake, so more than likely we will get some sort of colubrid. If not, could end up being another boa constrictor if we find another gene we want to work with, but obviously that baby boa would eventually grow out of that too, and need to go into a much bigger enclosure later, which a colubrid would also. I mean, whether we got a king snake, corn snake, anything like that, it would grow out of the 10-gallon, but getting it as a tiny baby, it's okay to start a lot of baby snakes in a 10-gallon. But let's go do our round. I wanted to talk to you guys about something before I turn Nala's day lamp off and turn her CHA on. If you remember my videos previously, we were using towels on the right side of the tank where the lamps were not, to help hold in humidity, and we were dampening the towels with our spray bottles that we use to mist the tanks. And so now what we've done is we've gone out and we've bought black duct tape, and I have completely duct taped this entire half, and we've done it for all the tanks. So you can still open this latch right here to feed, but this holds in the humidity so much better than those towels, because those towels were drying out really quickly. You had to mist them all the time. Now you just have to mist the inside of the tank once or twice a day, and this holds in the humidity so much better than the towels, which are porous, because the duct tape is actually a solid barrier. So I highly recommend that. A lot of people also will use HVAC tape and things like that. But you can also, some people, when it comes to especially ball pythons, they will tape the entire top screen and they will only leave holes or round openings for their lamps. So this entire top with a lot of people will be covered, and then it'll just be an opening for their lamps. But you got to make sure that if you're going to sit the lamps on top of your screen, if you're going to do the duct tape or anything like that, that the rim and parts like this of your lamp aren't going to touch the duct tape, because it can melt the duct tape. So make sure that you leave a big enough circumference around if you're going to do that whole covering most of the tank except for the lamps are. Just make sure there's enough space, because you don't want any part of these lamps to be sitting on something that it can melt, because that could be really bad. Since Nala is out, I wanted to show you her because she's getting some really good size on her. This is our chainsaw ball python, so she is pinstripe, cinnamon, and Mojave together. And we got her because since she carries Mojave, we wanted to pair her with Lucian one day to hopefully get some more blue-eyed Lucies, like Lucian. Get some super Mojaves, things like that. And since Lucian also has the butter gene, and she's got Mojave, could be more butter Mojave, blue-eyed Lucies like him. And then also Priya is lesser cinnamon, so the lesser gene will pair well with Lucian's Mojave gene that he carries. So Priya and Lucian can also make more blue-eyed Lucies. So we've got two females that can breed with Lucian and hopefully produce some more bales for us, because everybody loves a white snake with blue eyes. How can you not love a white snake with blue eyes? But Nala is really gorgeous. We got her from Dynasty Reptiles. She was about 300 and something grams when we got her. She's definitely pushing 500 now, and she looks really, really great. We're gonna check on Sulian real quick. Look at him. He's probably hungry again. He had a small rat the other day. We've actually started him on small rats because he's a lot bigger now. So he's at an adult. He's at an adult size now. But honestly, you know, a big part of kind of going through here and checking on everybody is we'll take our spray bottle and we'll mist in here. Of course, he doesn't like it, that's why he's hiding. But we want to make sure that we maintain the humidity inside these tubs, because even though tubs are really great for holding in humidity, you still have to spray in here every now and then. I mean, it's not going to hold humidity all the time for you. And here's Zahara. Her head's a little dirty right now because she got into some of her substrate earlier. See, they're like, oh, please don't spray me. She is at an adult breeding size now. I've tried to put Sulian in here with her, but he doesn't want to do anything. So we're not really sure if he's one of those males that's never going to breed, or if he's just too young and inexperienced. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't know what happened to this. Latch came undone. And here's Miss Priya, still looking really big. We're still not 100% sure if she's gravid. I mean, it looks like she is, but her behavior, I mean, if it's timed, like, if the timing is correct, according to when she shed, which would have been her pre-lay shed, she has like 1 more week before she would lay. I mean, 1 more week at the earliest. So I don't really know if she's gravid. We're gonna have to see. But she was paired 2 times, and I did witness locks both times. So we're gonna have to see if she goes for us. She might not go for us. And we're giving Leo a break because he hasn't been eating, so we didn't put him in here a 3rd time. But he was in here with her the 1st week of October and the 1st week of November. So she hasn't been eating though, which is not normal for her because she usually is hungry all the time. So her not eating is a good sign. But I don't know what she smells. She smells something. But her not eating is a good sign. We just aren't really sure because, I mean, she's always been a big girl, you know what I mean? Like, that's, her body condition has always sort of been on the bigger side. So we're going to have to just keep paying attention and checking on her and seeing what she does. And she's probably going to refuse food again this weekend because Sunday is our feeding day. So we'll just have to see what happens with her. I wanted to see if I could give you a quick peek of Sol right here. She's in shed, so that's why she's way back here. Her eyes are clouded over. She looks really dull, so we keep the humidity a little bit higher in here for her. So between like, keep it close to 70, at least 70 in here. Normally we keep it about 60. And then obviously here's Leo, and I talked about him the other day. I told you that if Priya lays eggs, he's the father of the clutch. He's an Inchy Pastel Pinstripe that's 100% het Orange Ghost. He does not like when I spray. And here, he'll probably start hissing in a minute. He actually didn't that time. But yeah, he's the male we've got that's been off food, so we've been having to weigh him. And of course, here's baby Calypso. She loves to come out. This is what she does every single time. She is our normal double het. She's 100% double het for Clown and Orange Ghost. So she is one of our little ladies that's going to grow up and hopefully lay some eggs for us one day. But I could also never let her go because look at her. She's amazing. She's like hand tame without us having to do anything. When we got her, she was like this. She was just sweet. And she loves people. And I always tell anybody that wants to come over or hasn't held a snake before and is kind of nervous about it, I always tell them I'll let them hold her, because she's like 100% the most like outgoing, loves people. I mean, I know people say, okay, reptiles can't love you, but in the sense of how she acts like a dog. You know, she wants to come see you, she wants to come out, she's not afraid of anybody, she's never acted defensive, never acted scared. She just has a fantastic personality. But if you work with your babies, if you get a baby and you work with them, they will be like this. You just have to really give them that time and attention and let them know that you're not a threat, and that way they will build a great bond with you. We'll see if Lucian's out. I think he just poked his head out of his hide down here. His tub is the hardest to pull out because it's at the very bottom. So, there he is. He's probably like, when are you going to feed me again? I'm getting a little bit too big for his hide now. But Lucian is our Butter Mojave blue-eyed leucistic ball python. He was our very first snake we ever got. He got us into the hobby, so. But that's pretty much everybody. And like I said, we're going to be at Repticon this weekend. Obviously, we're not selling anything because we don't have anything to sell as of right now, but we are going to look around and see what they have because we are looking for a new addition for one of our tanks downstairs. So, hope we see y'all there.